Alright, well, if you have any life or anything at all here in America, just any brain cell whatsoever, you probably know by now that we finally, after 9 years, ended the war in Iraq. There's been a lot of talks about this. Some fucking politics, you can watch Spinnernet stupid files, have been saying, oh, if we leave Iraq now, we'll just be wasting the money we spend on oil and transport. The 4,000 Iraqis and 4,000 whatever, who all the people that practically died for whatever reason, eh, would pretty much be waste. First of all, it's common knowledge, if you know anything about money, that we spent a lot of money on bombs, transportation, military guns, military pretty much giving money to the troops, whatever, all that money. Common knowledge is going to tell you all that's going to add up to billions of dollars, and we have a $15 trillion debt. So you're going to probably use the assumption of, oh boy, if we were there for 9 years and probably spent a couple $1 billion per year, probably at least, if nothing else, 1 trillion of those dollars, which a lot more than 1 trillion came from Iraq. But still, if you have common knowledge, you can say, okay, at least 1 trillion probably came from that war in Iraq. So, if no other reason, that should be the first reason why you should get out of Iraq. Second, we have neutralized the forces, I believe. There still might be some troops in Iraq. I don't know the full details. I imagine if we had brain power, which Obama and Bush have proven numerous time and time again, that they do not have very much brain power whatsoever. But imagine there's got to be still some troops left in Iraq for whatever reason. Patrol. We still have troops in Japan. We still have troops in North Korea. Whatever. Well, not North Korea, but South Korea. So we still have troops a lot around the world. I imagine Iraq and Afghanistan, all those places, is places we'd have some troops still. It just shouldn't be as bad since the war has now calmed down. And I believe the focus now will be more on Kim Jong dying, Kim Jong Il, and all that will be the focus instead of Iraq like it has been. So we'll see more about Kim Jong. That'll probably be a different video for a different time. And I'll probably also be discussing on his son taking order, because a lot of people have very much doubts in his son, as well as I. But then again, I'm not a supporter of North Korea, as well as I shouldn't be. So what I really want to talk about here in Iraq is just, first, if you're one of those people who say we shouldn't leave Iraq, and you watch this video, definitely comment and tell me why. Because, I mean, maybe, at worst, you could say the 4,000 people died for no reason. Not true. They fought for fighting for America. They put up the good fight. They did what they could. And that's pretty much it. They signed up for the job. It wasn't like Nam, or, yeah, it wasn't like Vietnam, where sign-ups were forced, and if you were called up, you were called up. It's not like that. It was just one of those times where we needed people to fight, and a lot of good people, a lot of good soldiers went ahead and put up that fight. So that's something that can be very much respected. And again, the only reason, not the only reason, but the main reason, don't fool it. Bush knew it, Obama knows it, everyone knows it. The reason we were in Iraq is for oil. Oil is what we run off of. Oil is what we need. Iraq had oil. We went to Iraq to get oil. And since it also has, it's not famous, but just kind of known for having terrorist and Muslim camps and whatever, or just pretty much anything. Oil was the main focus all along, and oil is what we needed. Oil is where car runs off of, and oil is what keeps plants running. So oil is definitely why we were over there, probably the most reason. But there's also the fight of terrorists. And it also kind of has a link to connection Afghan, whatever other countries, the country that Osama bin Laden was found in. That's kind of a good place to kind of connect all these other countries to. So Iraq was just one of those places that, boom, okay, that's where we're going. And especially the oil. Don't let anybody fool you. Oil's why we're in Iraq. Also, I also want to give a little rest in peace thing. Most of you probably won't know. You might have heard in the news, whatever. But there was a man, and I had his teacher, or his father as a teacher, Mr. Tyler Juden. He was a sniper, I believe. Yeah, I know, I'm not trying to sound cool like Call of Duty, but he was a sniper. I believe he was having a transport, and his vehicle, I believe, was blown up in a mine. I believe he was also dead with 3 other people, but the reason Tyler Juden hits hard, again, his father was my teacher, and just, that struck everyone in this town hard. Easily the biggest event in Arc City. You guys won't even be able to find that because I'm not telling you what state, even though you probably know. But it doesn't matter. Point is, Tyler Juden is just somebody that it hit hard to know that somebody that some people knew and just somebody that was so close to people we knew. He just was one of those people that had a little connection to everybody in Arc City. And just to know that he passed away by just a tragedy death, to be blown up in a vehicle, practically no, oh boy, I'm dead kind of thing. It just kind of hits hard. And again, Tyler Juden and anybody else, for that matter, who has family who passed away, unfortunately, in that Iraq war, or who's injured, who themselves survived, but is traumatized by some of the things they might have saw. That's just something I personally want to apologize for. Of course, it's not my fault, but still, I just want to say sorry. And again, Tyler June was just one of those people that definitely hit home. So if any of you had a brother, sister, father, son, uncle, whatever, just any family relation, cousin, whatever, and they passed away, I just want to say sincerely sorry, because I almost cried when I heard that Tyler June died. I didn't even know the guy, but just to say, wow, because see your teacher cry, because he kind of got the news in the middle of class, believe it or not, and just to see that he got the news and was about to just freaking ball his eyes out in the middle of class, just absolutely hits hard. I'm one of those people, if I see people crying, I'm going to cry too. But just to see that happen and just to try to feel his emotion and just know that your son died in Iraq is just absolutely hit hard. And that is a reason why I'm glad we're at Iraq. And I don't see Iraq gaining any power. The only countries we should really, really be keeping our eye on now is China, who, as far as I can tell, doesn't really have a big beef of attacking the United States. Because if they do, we'll probably use nuclear bombs, and that'll be the end of the world. And also North Korea, who definitely has a hate for the United States. So those are the two countries we should be keeping our eyes on. And a little bit of the Middle Eastern, but not as much as we should, or used to. But again, Iraq is just a place we need to get out of. We've been there for too long, and it's also time to kind of repair on that debt. Hopefully, really, in reality, whoever becomes the president in 2012, from the 2012 elections, the fate of the United States and possibly the world relies on their hands is kind of sad. And all I gotta say is, if Obama gets reelected, we're dead. We're fucked. We're gonna die. I'm surprised we survived these 4 years with Obama. We can't survive another 4. I don't know how we got past with 8, but Obama's... We'll be dead. That's all I gotta say. We'll be fucking dead. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm hearing a lot of people saying Ron Paul is the guy that's going to get elected and he needs it. Names have just been flaunted absolutely around everywhere. I don't know, when that time comes up in about fall or whenever presidential elections take place, I'll probably shout out a name and say this is who's going to win. It's just really that time. And I don't know, Democrat, Republic, I don't really know. I'm more of a Democrat guy, but hell, Obama's a Democrat that works like a Republic, so I don't even know anymore. I'm just going to shout a name and hope for the best. That's kind of the way the presidential election worked last year. It's probably the way it's going to work this year, so we'll have to see if that happens. Comment below if you want a specific person to win the presidential election already. Subscribe up above. More videos will be expected. Check out some of my other videos. You can like, comment again. Check out my other channel, The Wrestling and Anime 11, and of course talks about wrestling. And we'll just talk to y'all later. We'll have to see what goes on. Later.